Hi, I'm going to give you a quick guided tour around the new Data Shop interface on the Atlas Online Toolkit. While all of our major datasets will be available in this format, I'm going to show you the Enhanced Add Database module in this video. To access the Enhanced Add Database from the front page of the toolkit, click on the Add Database icon, which is actually going to load a submenu where we have three different modules. And the middle one's the Enhanced Add Database. When you first load the module, you'll be greeted with a screen like this, and there are three distinct panels displayed. The one on the far right is your data table. This is where your selected data sets displayed. You can see rows for each of the offices as well as columns for the party affiliation. And right above that's the filter panel, and you'll see by default we're filtered down to 2012 and 2013 spots. To the left of that is the layout panel. This is where you set your rows, columns, and measures that are displayed on the right. And to the left of that is your available fields panel. This is where you have all the ingredients that you can use to generate your selected data sets. Now, before we get into how to manipulate the data, I want to show you how you can best view it. You'll notice that the data table on the right is cut off by default, and there isn't as much room as you may like. You can actually move the panels like this by moving your mouse between the panels, clicking and dragging them over to the left. Then you have a lot more room to view your data table on the right. Or in the top toolbar, there are toggle buttons where you can turn the panels on and off. They can easily be used to give your data table more room. And you can easily turn them back on if you want to go on manipulating your data. And if that isn't enough room and you have a lot of manipulation you want to do, right above the interface there's a link that'll open a full screen mode. This is going to give you the most room to view your data sets. And we'll go through the rest of the demo in this view. Alright, on to the fun stuff. Again, by default, we have the 2012 and 2013 spots broken out by race and party affiliation, and that's for the whole country. And for this demo, we'll show you how you go about finding and analyzing data in the 2012 Wisconsin U.S. Senate race. Now first, we need to edit the filter for year, so we're only looking at 2012 spots. So click that pencil icon to edit it. Go ahead and select 2013, and we're going to move that out of the included section. Now we're only going to have 2012 spots in our data table. Then we need to filter down to Wisconsin, so we can go grab the state for the office field, because we only want to look at Wisconsin offices, and we can go grab Wisconsin and only include that. So our filter is only going to be for 2012 and for Wisconsin. And then once we have that, we need to filter down to U.S. Senate, and we can go grab the field over on the left and filter that like we did for the state, or we could actually highlight U.S. Senate since it's there, right-click on it, and then go to Keep Only U.S. Senate, and that's going to filter it for us. That's just a little shortcut for you. So there we have it. Now we're looking at data only from the 2012 U.S. Senate race in Wisconsin, and you can see the spot counts by party affiliation right there. And we can throw other things like add tone and then perform some data analysis. You can see the negative and positive toned ads. You can see there's obviously a lot more negative. We can throw that out of there by dragging out of the rows and into the trash can. We can do that with other fields too. Like we can go grab sponsor and drop that into the rows to break out our spot counts by sponsor. It's real quick and easy. Just drag and drop it in there. And here I'll show you how to get rid of it again. If say you want to get rid of sponsor, you click and drag it right out of rows and drop it into the trash can on the bottom right. But hey, let's put sponsor back up there. So we see our spot counts by sponsor. Now party affiliation isn't too helpful since sponsors really only fall on one side or the other. So we can drag out party affiliation into the trash can. And now it's broken out by sponsor only. And we can throw another field into columns. We can grab month and put that in the columns. And now we have data broken out by sponsor and month. So we can see how many spots each sponsor ran each month of 2012 in the Wisconsin U.S. Senate race. Real quick right there. And say this is exactly what we want. We have the exact data set we want. We can actually export that into CSV by going up to the top toolbar, highlighting the More Tools icon right there, and then clicking it and going to export. We can export to PDF, to Excel, or straight to CSV format. And you can take the data out of this interface and do whatever you want with it. And so we've exported our data set here, but say we want to get some visualizations. If we want to, say, compare the spot counts for each race that was going on, not just for Senate, we can take sponsor, get it out of there. Now we're down to the race level. And all we'd have to do is to get rid of our race filter, and then we'll be looking at all of the spots that aired in 2012 in Wisconsin. And here, let me show you that again. You can actually go to the back button. That green back button will take you back a step very quickly, and then we have the race field back on. previous step, and we can get rid of it by clicking that red X. And that's the back button right there. Now this data set would be a good one to visualize. Maybe in a line chart so we can see the number of spots over time for each race for that whole year. So how to do that is you go up to the top right and you have your chart buttons, and that's going to switch it right over to chart. You click the drop down and you can see all the different options we have to chart with. Go down to a line chart and click that. Now it looks a little off at first. It tries to guess what you want where, and in this case we probably want month on the x-axis. So we're going to go ahead and switch month up into the x-axis and put the race down into the series, and that's going to split out the race over the months. So in a matter of seconds, in a few clips, we've completely changed data sets and built a whole new visualization now. And you can continue to perform analysis right here in the interface on the visualization. Mouse over the different points and you'll see the data that lives behind them. Or you can export the charts that you've just built out to PDF by going ahead and to the same place, click on the tools and then go to export. And you can export to PDF right there. Now there's even more you can do. Say you're interested in a particular month, like October. You can go click on that month, double click on it, and it's going to drill into it. So it'll filter your whole visualization down into October and split it out by day. So you drilled from month into day. Now you see each day's spot counts. And when you're done with that, you just go up and click the back button right there, right above it. The green back and forward buttons allow you to go between steps. And you can go click on another month like May. You want to compare the governor's race, the last month of the recall election. You can see how the spots look different there and perform whatever analysis you want. And here, let's do that again. Let's go click the back button. We'll go back to our data broken out by month. If you click the forward button, it's going to take us into May again, where it's broken out by day. You can go click the table button too. You click back to the table view, and you'll see the data has been moving along with you. You can click back and forth quickly between the charts and the tables just by clicking and toggling between those two buttons. And you'll see that the data in the table is now May broken out by day. You can see how easy it is to seamlessly go back and forth between the data and the charts, to go back and forward if you either made a mistake or just want to go back and try something else. And that's how quick and easy it is to perform detailed analysis on the dataset. In this short video, we filtered down to the 2012 Wisconsin U.S. Senate race, broke out party affiliation by ad tone. We saw spots by sponsor by month of 2012. We made visualizations of all the races that happened in 2012, split that into day quickly, went back and forward, compared different months, and all that really quickly. You have a lot of options available to you, so feel free to play around in the system because there's little punishment for making mistakes. If you have any further questions at all about how the system works, be sure to contact your account representative at the Atlas Project. We can try and answer any questions you have or set up a webinar training session for you. So thank you so much for watching and have fun.